What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about an exciting new nickel exploration company that's targeting the electric vehicle market. Now, as we know, guys, the electric vehicle market was on fire in 2020 and it's expected to grow substantially for the foreseeable future. So we also got to think, what are the companies that are going to supply those raw materials to support the electric vehicle market? And those companies, chances are probably going to do pretty well. So guys, I bring you Nickel Rock Resources. It's an interesting exploration stage company. They're focusing on some interesting projects in North America. So we're going to get straight into the details. And you guys know that I am a commodity bull, gold, silver, base metals. So this is a sector that I do personally really love and invest in myself. So I'm excited to bring you guys this company. The last thing I wanted to say was this video is sponsored by Nickel Rock Resources. Check the description down below for full disclosure. And finally, if you do support me, the channel, and all the videos, all the new companies that we bring to you guys, then kindly explode that like button. It takes just 1 second every time, along with cashing that subscribe button and ringing the market bell for notifications on future videos and new and exciting companies just like this one. So also drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the company. So Nickel Rock Resources, ticker symbol NICL, traded on the TSX Venture. Now this stock has had a pretty tremendous month, going from 16 cents to 24 cents. A pretty tremendous 3 months, going from 8 cents to 24 cents. And the chart has just been good. It's been a nice steady climb pretty much all year. Of course, we dipped at the start of the year, and then it's just been a nice steady climb. So with a 52-week range of 3.5 cents to 25.5 cents, it currently only has a market cap still of $7.7 million. So like I said, the electric vehicle market's going to grow, and we've seen companies like Tesla absolutely explode and do very well. But we also got to think, what are the companies that are going to supply the base metals? So first, let's dive into their website. Corporate philosophy. So like the modern green energy metal industry itself, newly named Nickel Rock Resources is a modern green, highly efficient company. We run a small, modest, yet modern shared office environment using minimal non-renewable resources. Employees are encouraged to work remotely, thereby improving our overall carbon footprint and the quality of life for our staff. So the properties of Nickel Rock Resources Inc. consist of 2 mineral claim groups located in central British Columbia, Canada, northwest of Fort St. James, BC, in the Ominika Mining Division. So a little bit more about the mining exploration. So our project is very well situated in central British Columbia with access via high-speed logging roads, secondary forestry roads, rail lines, and hydroelectric power that crisscross this region of British Columbia. In nearby towns, there's an abundance of skilled labor, assay labs, helicopter services, and an overall infrastructure to support mining exploration. So I want to focus on this interesting article from Energy Market Today, and it goes in depth, talks all about the company. Feel free to check it out. And the title to this article is "The World Scrambles for Sufficient Nickel and Lithium Supply. This company may be well positioned as the EV market could drive demand." So first, let's give you guys a little bit of information about the EV market. And I know that a lot of you guys, some of my subscribers, really like the electric vehicle market. So this might be an interesting one to put on your watch list. According to Deloitte, total EV sales are expected to grow from approximately 2.5 million in 2020 to around 11.2 million in 2025, then reach about 31.1 million by 2030. So over the next 5 years, we're expected to see a lot of growth. But without sufficient supplies of minerals such as nickel and lithium, this potentially $3 trillion EV market could grind to a halt. So the top reasons to consider Nickel Rock Resources. We're going to go over that first and then talk about, some market fundamentals along with the metal demand. We're going to break it down comparing, what are the most important metals to support the electric vehicle market. But let's start with the 5 reasons, why to take a look at this company. So number 1, total EV sales are expected to grow from 2.5 to 11.2 million in the next 5 years. Without sufficient supplies of minerals such as these, this $3 trillion market could come to a halt. Number 3, according to research from Bloomberg NEF, lithium demand could increase approximately 9 times, while nickel demand may increase by about 14 times between now and 2030. Nickel Rock Resources is well positioned to meet this growing demand with mining facilities in mineral-rich British Columbia and Nevada. In fact, Nevada ranked around 3rd, while BC ranked around 5th of approximately 112 global mining jurisdictions. BC also leads Canada in terms of geological attractiveness. And last but not least, Nickel Rock Resources has seen strong returns of over approximately 114% in the last 3 months and is trading around its 52-week high. The company also has strong technical indicators and fundamentals. So we will talk about that, analyze the stock just a little bit. So here's a 3-month chart. As Tesla is set to officially join arguably the most prestigious large cap stock index in the world, S&P 500, which it did in fact join. This article was written a few weeks ago. While more EVs go public and established automakers adopt EVs, companies such as Nickel Rock have clearly benefited. Stock's 3-month low was approximately 5.7 cents on September 14th. Since then, the stock peaked at a 52-week high around 16 cents on December 2nd and has since somewhat pulled back to around 13 cents. So we're currently trading for 24.5 cents. So this stock has once again, it's rallied on the month. It's gone from 16 to 24. So lots of interest in this sector and a lot of interest in the underlying commodities and companies that are going to produce those commodities to support this sector. So investors are branching out and thinking, like I said, what's going to support the EV market? Why is there demand for nickel and lithium in the first place? So let's better understand why nickel. Although when it comes to precious metals, gold has been garnering most of the attention, the increase in electric vehicles has created possibly an even larger demand for rare earth metals such as nickel and lithium. These metals are not getting enough recognition as they should. There's a growing demand for electric vehicles in an increasingly climate-conscious worldwide society. In fact, according to Deloitte, total EV sales are expected to grow from 2.5 million to 11.2 million in the next 5 years. So because markets are always forward-looking instruments, it's no wonder that Tesla is now the most valuable automaker in the world in terms of market cap. And it's no wonder that there are so many EV companies going public this year, such as Nikola and Fisker. Furthermore, it appears that all established automakers are adding some sort of EV offering. So what's powering these cars? It's nickel and lithium. These metals are making crucial contributions to the lithium-ion batteries that power much of these EVs. Although the electronics and energy storage sectors are significantly driving the demand for battery metals, the biggest demand driver may very well be from EVs. In fact, without a secure supply of metals such as lithium and nickel, this potentially $3 trillion EV market could come to a halt. So what is demand really like for these metals? Let's see what their forecasts are. So according to research from Bloomberg NEF, lithium demand could increase by approximately 9 times and nickel by 14 times. So over the next approximately 10 years, the demand for nickel is expected to increase by about 14 times. So it should be one of the most in-demand metals for electric vehicles. Nickel Rock Resources is a Canada-based exploration company focused on green energy and high-value battery metals, nickel and lithium required for the electric vehicle market. Although electronics and energy storage sectors are driving demand for battery metals, the real growth driver here is very possibly the electric vehicle market. As the auto industry transforms and continues to accelerate around the world, nickel and lithium could possibly be in increasing demand, with companies such as Nickel Rock Resources aiming to deliver it. With several mineral-rich claims in both British Columbia and Nevada, Nickel Rock Resources is a growing company, possibly placed at the best position in the perfect industry at the perfect time. As EV maker Tesla is now the most valuable automaker in the world, more EV companies are going public while established automakers adopt electric vehicles. So I highly encourage you guys to go to their website, take a look at their investor presentation, do your own research and due diligence, and always remember, these videos are not financial advice. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell these stocks. I'm simply highlighting the company, giving an introduction about them, and talking about the interesting points when it comes to the company. And the investor presentation can be found right here. Click on the investors tab and you can see right there presentation. So we have brought that up for you guys. And I quickly want to just run through a few interesting points. So they closed a private placement in Q3 of 2020 for gross proceeds of $1 million. They got $1.1 million in the treasury. So for a company with just a $7 million market cap, seems like they've got, a decent amount of cash compared to their market cap. Take a look at their management team. It's very important. Their CEO has over 20 years of experience in business development, marketing, and resource experience. He's on the board of 3 other listed mining companies. And then just to reiterate, the global electric vehicle units expected to dramatically grow, demand for nickel 14 times. There's some really good information in this investor presentation regarding the electric vehicle market. And then of course, take a look at all of their projects, go a little bit more in depth. So I do want to talk about their exploration plans. Our exploration targets are bordering or in close proximity to FPX Nickel Corp's Decar project, where their potentially carbon neutral Baptiste deposit has recently been confirmed as one of the world's most robust large-scale nickel projects. So this company, a larger company, has invested $25 million to explore and develop their decarb project to date. Our property is partially underlain by rocks like those hosting FPX's decarb project. Metallic mineralization includes nickel, cobalt, and chromium. Some nickel mineralization occurs as aurite, first discovered in the area in 1893. So they're currently writing their NI 43-101 report, detailed exploration program to start in spring of 2021, rock and soil sampling, trenching, and drill program. They also plan to review historical data from systematic ground-based exploration on the property, directed by renowned geologist Ursula Mowat. Review data from Geoscience BC's West project that included the property, geophysical surveys, stream sediment reanalysis, and data compilations. And then here's their secondary project. So look at that one as well, guys, and their projects in Nevada. And then last but not least, their investment highlights and their near-term catalysts. So whenever a company releases their NI 43-101 report, it's very exciting. We get an updated resource estimate. So the release of their 43-101 report and ongoing news from planning, execution, and results of 3 exploration programs starting in spring of 2021. Like I said, 1.1 million in the treasury for a small cap company. That's pretty good in my opinion. Teams and advisors, extensive expertise in mineral exploration and development, raising capital, and building successful businesses. Growing demand, nickel and lithium forecast to experience rapid growth. And the electric vehicle market, should propel that. British Columbia and Nevada are world-class mining jurisdictions. Nickel projects, significant property package perspective for aurite. Nickel iron alloy, important in the manufacture of environmentally friendly EV batteries. Lithium project, bordering or in close proximity to the only producing lithium mine in North America. And last but not least, efficient and green, low overhead contributes to retaining and enhancing shareholder value. So guys, that's the introduction, that's the breakdown and the full overview for Nickel Rock Resources. Check it out. Let me know what you think. The stocks perform pretty good. We know that the electric vehicle market, is expected to continue to grow. So companies like this could potentially continue to perform. And these bigger companies are going to need to find resource companies that are going to be able to continue to supply the raw materials to support this industry. So once again, put this stock on your watch list. Also, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this company. Also, don't forget that this video was sponsored by Nickel Rock Resources. Check the description down below for full disclosure details. And always remember, guys, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.